I moved to Asia when I was 19, all alone, all by myself. Did I have any idea how to do things? No. Did I figure it out along the way? Yes. Do I wish that someone was there to teach me what I'm going to teach you in this video? 100%. That's why I'm sharing it with you. You know when we see those people online and they do the things that you want to do and you're just like looking at it and then life passes by and then you're stuck in the same place? This video is for you. You are responsible of taking that first step. If you don't take that first step, none of what you want to happen in Asia is going to happen. This is not only for Asia, but for any other thing that you want in life too. When I moved to Asia when I was 19 and I moved to Malaysia alone, I was the only blonde girl at my uni. I walked into that class, 200 people staring at me. Not only am I the only blonde girl, but I'm the only girl without a hijab. Yeah, that was no fun, but I knew I had to do it. I knew that that was something I had to go through in order to build a life in Asia that I built for myself over the past 10 years here in Asia. If I stayed at home and I watched other people do it and I went, hey, no, I want to do it someday, but I kept on postponing it, I wouldn't be sitting here in my Shanghai apartment today. I wouldn't have a company here in China, have the freedom to travel wherever I want to go, whenever I want. Would it be more comfortable for me to stay in my hometown? Definitely. And I also knew that's not the way to grow. Why would I put myself in an environment like that? Okay, it's okay if you're a child, but if you want to do something out of life, that's not the way to grow. Or maybe it's the other way around. You're in Asia, but you want to move to the West. Okay, what do you do to make it happen? Oh, but I'm tired. I was in a business meeting yesterday here in China. The guy who hosted the meeting 6 months ago didn't speak much English. He had to use an AI translator. Yesterday, 6 months later, he hosted the entire meeting in English. How did he do it? He showed up every day. Not necessarily for an hour every day, some days 10 minutes, some days a bit longer, but he showed up consistently every day. And that's the first step, consistency towards what you want in life, towards your goal, whether that is moving abroad, doing something new, or something totally different. Gotta be consistent because so many people jump off way too early. And if you're not doing it, it's fine too, but life is going to pass you by and nothing is going to happen, nothing is going to change. You're going to watch everyone else there living their lives and doing what they want to do, but you're going to stay the same. Because yes, miracles do happen. God is real. But we got to put in the effort. We got to show God, the universe, whatever you want to call this magnificent source that created all of us, that we're ready. We're ready. We are actually walking the talk. Because once we take those steps, then the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is going to meet you there. Things are going to work out, opportunity are going to unfold. Oh, it's easy for you to say, you're pretty. Yeah, I also got scammed because I'm pretty. All of my savings got scammed in Malaysia when I was 20 years old because I'm pretty, so it can work both ways. So don't make your mind use that as your card for not going out there or doing what you want. Easy for that girl to say, she's sitting there in her apartment being pretty. Yeah, like I said, that is also what caused me to get scammed in the first place here in Asia. Okay, so you show up, you take consistent action. What now? You gotta take the leap. Sooner or later, you gotta take the leap. It's not always gonna be comfortable. It's not always gonna look perfect, but you gotta take the leap. You're gonna know when it's time. Maybe your company is gonna shut down. Oh, now you're kind of forced to make a change. That is God helping you out. That is the universe helping you out, okay? Maybe the person you've been in a relationship with for 10 years, oh, they broke up with you. Perfect. Go start your life somewhere else if that's what you want. If that's what you've been thinking about, now you have the opportunity to do so. Well, you also have the opportunity to just sit back home and feel sorry for yourself. You can do that. Or actually take it as an opportunity to go create something magnificent for your life. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, there's been a lot of hurdles living here and living a life that is not ordinary. I'm from a small town. If I follow what people in my small town would do, I would get a degree, get a 9 to 5, get a, what do you call that kind of car that everyone has? It's not a hot one, for sure not. And settle down and be happy like that. And great, that's good for a lot of people, but I always knew so deep within me, that's not for me. Not in terms of how they hold themselves, but in terms of their minds, in terms of their energy and what they put into life and get out of life. That's what I want to create for myself. Could I create that in my hometown? No, I couldn't. I could not do that. Whenever I get back home, I get reminded that I made the right decision, okay? Nothing is wrong with my hometown. It is just not the life that I wanted for myself. And I know a lot of people out there probably feel the same. Maybe you're not from a small town, maybe it's a city. It doesn't matter. If you've had that feeling inside of you for so long, go do it. Go do something about it. Go make that first step. Go take that leap. And the third thing is when we actually take the leap, when we move there, and then we're like, what have I done? I've been in that situation so many times, not only here in China when I moved here alone last year, and I was here with my 90-kilo baggage in an apartment, tiny apartment that I first moved into, not this one, obviously not. And yeah, I sat there and I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't speak the language. I was all alone, and I was like, what is happening? So that's going to happen. That is what what happens when reality is catching up. So don't doubt that. It's a natural part of the process, and it's a little wiggly before things are going to work out. It happened to me first month in the Philippines too. I moved to the Philippines and I stayed there for 5 years. First month I was in a job that I was really not qualified for, and I did it anyways because I knew that was my way in. Every time during lunch break, I went home to do yoga and meditate, to just breathe, to get through the day. That's what I had to do, okay? So it wasn't because I wasn't meant to do it and meant to be there. Obviously I was, because from there a lot of doors opened for me. I was a part of starting a very successful real estate company that allowed me to come to China. And I met a lot of VIP Chinese clients that also opened up a lot of doors in China for me. So it's all connected somehow. My point is, it's not supposed to feel comfortable all the time. It doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision or that you're not on the right path. It just sometimes takes some time before things can balance out and be sorted out in this physical world as well. So when that step 3 happens, remind yourself why you did it. Whether you have a list on your phone and you look at the reasons why you don't want to go back to your old life, or somewhere else, maybe you're a visual person, have it like as a photo on your wall. Have a reminder why you want to do it, because it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be days where it feels so freaking hard. I still have those days too. We all have, because we're human, and people who say that they don't, they're not telling you the truth. Take the first step, okay? Once you take that first step, don't look back. Look back, but only when you're to be reminded why you're not going to go back to your old life, okay? And give it some time to feel uncomfortable before you settle into your new life. You can do it. I did it, and you can do it too, okay?